Hey guys, it's Patrice, aka MadeUp Mama, and I'm not sure exactly what week update this is, but I just wanted to touch base with you guys about a pretty specific topic. So let's just jump right into it. I'll start with my stats and then kind of get into what I wanted to talk to you guys about. I had vertical sleeve gastrectomy, or VSG, surgery on March 21st, 2016 with Dr. David Buchan from Long Island Obesity Surgery in Huntington, New York. My highest weight was 235.6. My weight day of surgery was 215.6. I am 5'2.5", and my last time I weighed in, I was probably a couple days ago. I think I was like 132. So my weight really hasn't been changing over the last, I would say, 6 months or so. I've been just kind of like hovering. Sorry about that, somebody called me. So anyway, yeah, my weight hasn't changed for quite a bit now. I've been just hovering in the low 130s for, like I said, about 6 months or so. So yeah, that's not what we're here to talk about today, but I am in maintenance. So anyway, what I wanted to talk about is something that I guess was maybe like not so much a conscious misperception, but definitely a subconscious one that I had before having this surgery, which was, I guess that somewhere in the back of my mind, again, not consciously, but I guess somewhere in the back of my mind, I kind of thought that my weight was my problem, and if I fixed my problem, life would be great. And I think it's really important to kind of talk about that as being a major myth, especially here in the weight loss surgery community. A lot of people do accuse us, those of us who have weight loss surgery, as taking the easy way out, or it being like a quick fix. And while it hasn't been an easy journey by any means, I would say that in a lot of ways it is a quicker fix than, or a different kind of fix, I should say. I don't want to offend anybody, so please understand what I'm trying to say here. It's a different kind of fix than maybe somebody who took a little bit longer to lose their weight because they had to do it with just purely diet and exercise and didn't have this additional tool of a sleeve or a bypass or whatever. When you have weight loss surgery, yes, you do have to put an effort to lose weight and to maintain that weight loss especially, but even if you eat like pure junk in the beginning, and this is something that my surgeon kind of talked to me about too in the beginning when he felt like I wasn't making the best choices, that even if you do eat like pure junk, you're so limited in the amount that you can eat that you're almost guaranteed to lose at least some weight and to have some success. So whereas somebody who is just dieting and exercising regularly, if they revert back to old behaviors, they won't see results. In the weight loss surgery community, sometimes you see results even if you still have those old behaviors. And so that being said, sometimes we are thrust into these new bodies, you know, that have lost all of this weight and have had success before our minds are really ready. And I know, especially with me, I will speak only to my experience, because I don't want anybody to feel offended by what I'm saying or to feel like I'm saying this is all weight loss surgery patients. But I think especially for me, you know, not all of my kind of binge eating behaviors have gone away. Not all of my unhealthy eating habits have gone away. I still do indulge in junk food and get junk food cravings pretty often. And even going on a vegan diet, you know, I still do consume junk food. If you guys follow me on Instagram, like, I'll post food that I eat pretty often, and like, I still eat donuts, I still eat, you know, chicken fingers. Yeah, they're vegan chicken fingers, but they're still fried, you know, food, and processed food. I still eat bread, pasta, things that I shouldn't necessarily be eating all of the time. I do consume probably more often than I should. And for me, I think for an objective person on the outside looking in would say, oh, she's a weight loss surgery success. She's lost over 100 pounds. She's maintaining that weight loss over several months. And I think that a lot of people just look at the body and look at, you know, the external and don't necessarily recognize that internally, you know, you could look great, but internally you could be very much at the beginning of your journey, or not yet ready for the change. And kind of what got me thinking about this is two different videos that I saw this week. One was from Lauren Losing, and another one was from, well, two Laurens. The other one was from Lauren from Chemistry Queen. So if you haven't seen their videos, check them out. It's their most recent videos. Lauren was actually just doing like a unboxing of a fitness thing, a fitness box, but she talked about how she wasn't going to try on the clothes that came in the box, which was like a sports bra and capris or something. But that she just didn't, she said, I'm not feeling myself today. And that was such a tremendous, like, wow for me, because for me, a lot of you guys will say like, oh, you're so inspiring. I hope I can look like you at the end of my journey or whatever. And I appreciate that. But for me, like, Lauren is my inspiration, and I look at her and think like, wow, she's got it all together. She's got an incredible body. She has maintained her weight loss for several years now. She's had plastics, so her body is like, you know, legit, like on point, and she works out. So, I mean, she looks amazing. But to see somebody who looks like that and who is a major inspiration for me and has been throughout my entire journey, still say like she's having one of those days where like she's just not feeling it, doesn't feel like being in a sports bra and, you know, capris kind of on display on YouTube or whatever. I was like, man, you know, I'm not by myself. You know, there are other people who feel like this, who, even though other people looking at me sometimes will even say like, wow, you're getting too thin. My parents say that. You know, for me, there are still days where I still feel like I'm 235 pounds, or I still just don't feel like I look good, or there are, you know, areas of my body that I still want to fix. So her video was very inspiring for me to have this conversation. And again, the other Lauren from Chemistry Queen, so the two Laurens this week got me thinking. I'm trying to remember exactly what it was that she talked about. Oh, it was about, she mentioned how like it's so weird for her to be like in the maintenance phase, and I have felt this a lot, that you like almost don't know what to do with yourself because you've spent, you know, years and years, sometimes your entire life, in my case, my entire adult life, dieting and wanting to lose weight. When you stop losing weight, you don't know what to do. Like, what do I do now? I feel like I need another goal. I need something else to be obsessed with and consumed with, because for so many years, I was consumed with the number on the scale and it going lower and lower. And now that I'm not necessarily looking for it to go much lower, I don't know what to do. And so it's definitely a mind fuck, and it's important if you are planning on going on this journey, if you're in the middle of it, or even if you're a vet, to like remember that you got to give your brain and your emotions time to catch up with your body, and that it's okay if, you know, you don't feel on the inside how you appear on the outside. And I also think it's important for people to know when they're going into this surgery that losing weight is not going to fix your life. It's not going to make you not have to go to work every day. It's not going to, you know, necessarily change your relationships for the better. Sometimes it even changes them for the worse. There's quite a few women in this community on YouTube, on Instagram, people who I follow, and I'm not going to call anybody out because it's nothing to be ashamed about at all, or like whatever, but I don't want anybody to like attack them or whatever, because I know people are very harsh sometimes here in the community. But there are several women who I've seen who are, you know, who have lost a lot of weight and are now getting separated from their spouses or divorced. And it may or may not have anything to do with the surgery. But like those things will still happen, you know, you'll still get hurt. People will still die. You know, bad things and good things will still happen in your life, whether you're obese, overweight, normal, or underweight. Life still goes on. So, and I know that, you know, logically that makes sense, and it makes sense to me saying it out loud, but again, I guess subconsciously I kind of thought like, well, the only reason I'm unhappy is because I'm fat. And now I still have days when I'm unhappy and I'm not fat anymore. So that's pretty much what I wanted to say. You guys have seen that my videos have been fewer and further between, and a lot of that has had to do with my mood. My hormones are still really fucked up, you guys. Neither losing weight nor going vegan has fixed my hormonal issues, has fixed my PCOS. It's still something that I am struggling with on a constant basis. I am still reeling a little bit from my miscarriage that I had in April. If you are new to the channel, you did not know, I had a miscarriage in April. And that comes up in my head at least once a day, I would say, and sometimes I just cry. Yesterday was one of those days that I just cried almost the whole day. I mean, I went to work for a couple of hours. I had to leave early because I just mentally was not feeling it. But I cried a lot yesterday and the day before, and my mood is definitely affected. And so yeah, that's pretty much it. I don't want to go even further into that. I've just been in a bad mood the last couple of days and weeks, and so you guys have seen less content from me, but I am slowly moving on up and getting better. But I always want to be like genuine with you guys, and I don't want to come on here if I don't feel like coming on here and kind of put on this face that I'm fine when I'm not. So I hope this video was helpful to you. If it was, make sure you give it a like. It does help me out when you guys like it, and share it with other people that you know. Leave me any comments if you can relate to what I'm experiencing, or if you have any ideas on how you've worked through it. But yeah, I love you guys so much. I hope I didn't have lipstick on my teeth throughout this entire video, because that's all I can think about when I'm wearing red lipstick. But you know, small sacrifices for beauty, right? So anyway, I love you guys very much, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.